Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I want to add my voice to the growing number of concerned voices regarding the two proposed referenda to be put to the electorate on March the 8th next. I am advocating a no vote. I am deeply concerned as a lawyer regarding this government's proposals, and in particular by the serious amount of disinformation which is being peddled, even by government ministers, to promote a yes vote. Both proposals for amendment concern the same article of the Constitution, which is Article 41. And this article deals with what constitutes the family, marriage, and the protective articles which recognise the value of women or woman and mothers in the home. Now, both bills for these proposed amendments were rushed through the Dáil without pre-legislative scrutiny, utilising guillotine motions to prevent proper debate, in what was described by one senator as having complete disregard for the process of democracy. This was done deliberately by the government, and you have to ask why. Now, to deal with the first proposed amendment, which relates to the family. This is the 39th Amendment, and family is defined in Article 41(1)(1) as follows. The state recognises the family as the natural, primary and fundamental unit group of society, and as a moral institution possessing inalienable and imprescriptible rights, antecedent and superior to all positive law. And the next relevant paragraph is paragraph 3(1), which states, "The state pledges itself to guard with special care the institution of marriage on which the family is founded and to protect it against attack." So they are the two existing articles. So the new proposal is to add in for Article 41(1)(1) an additional statement which says, "The state recognises the family, whether founded on marriage or other durable relationships." And it's outlined in bold on the screen in the right. And I will come back to that term, durable relationships, later. And in Article 41(3), to delete the link between marriage and family, leaving what is left essentially useless, as we know there will be no special protection for marriage, as we now have divorce anyway. So in short, the purpose of this amendment is to extend the definition of family, which is currently based on marriage, to also include other durable relationships. So what are durable relationships, you may very well ask? Well, mysteriously, nobody knows. A little bit like the hate in the hate speech legislation. And it is anyone's guess at this stage. Why? Because the term is not defined and is not proposed to be defined in the Constitution, which means that it is up to the courts to define the concept eventually. So anyone who purports to define this term or state what it will be or not be is misleading the public. But what is clear is that the term is recognised in EU law, now transposed into Irish law, specifically in the area of immigration for EU citizens who wish to claim a right of residence in the state for third country nationals with whom they maintain they are in a durable relationship. Serious concerns have been raised by many who consider that this new term to be inserted into our Constitution will be used by lawyers, and specifically by immigration lawyers, as is their right, to push the boundaries regarding the concept of durable relationships, because now they will have the benefit of having this term enshrined in the Constitution if the yes vote succeeds. This will make any arguments they make to expand the definition much more powerful. The impacts could be significant for many other areas also, such as, for example, taxation, family law, or succession rights. These proposed and, in my view, unnecessary changes will create a great deal of uncertainty for many people at a time when we really do not need any more of it. In my view, This proposed amendment is designed to destroy the concept of a nuclear family upon which communities are based and upon which nations are formed. It opens potentially a free-for-all which in reality is designed to further break down the social order and thereby weaken society. Yes, I know many people choose not to get married, and that is their choice. Any difference between married and non-married couples can always be dealt with by legislation. There is no need to amend the Constitution. And this proposal will have no obvious benefits for single parents. The ideal of marriage will be removed and the concept of family expanded to potentially include some kind of free-for-all. Now to the second referendum, which relates to the terms woman and mothers, as stated in the same article, which again is Article 41. Now this article in 2 sections states as follows. In particular, the state recognises that by her life within the home, woman gives to the state a support without which the common good cannot be achieved. And the next relevant article is Article 41(2)(2). The state shall, therefore, endeavour to ensure that mothers shall not be obliged by economic necessity to engage in labour to the neglect of their duties in the home. These 2 articles will now be removed and replaced by a new Article 42b, and this new article states as follows. The state recognises that the provision of care by members of a family to one another by reason of the bonds that exist among them gives to society a support without which the common good cannot be achieved, and shall strive to support such provision. The purpose of the proposed amendment is to delete in its entirety the current wording of the 2 paragraphs of this article and insert a brand new article, Article 42b, which recognises family care and is to be known as the Carers Amendment. The important word here is recognise, because that is all this proposed article will do. It confers no rights or privileges to carers, and specifically does not mandate the state to do or provide anything with regard to carers. So you may very well ask, what will the benefits be to carers if this referendum is passed? And the answer is absolutely none. So this government proposed to delete the references to mothers and one of only 2 references to women in the Constitution in order to confer no benefits on anybody. However, the effect of this proposed amendment is to remove the special protection that mothers enjoy under the Constitution, whereby the state guarantees to ensure that mothers are not obliged by economic necessity to work outside the home. It will be replaced by a requirement on the state to strive to support care between family carers. So this word strive means that the state will try or endeavour to support carers, but imposes no obligation on the state to do anything for carers. Now, many people, including politicians, have incorrectly asserted that this current article, Article 41(2), means that a woman's place is in the home. This is factually and legally not correct. The article does not say that, and in addition, this has been confirmed by the highest court in the land, namely the Supreme Court, and by a judge who is a woman, namely Judge Susan Denham, and a former Chief Justice. Furthermore, the concept of duties does not mean housekeeping or washing the dishes, but a mother's role with regard to her duties as a parent. In addition, another Supreme Court decision has also stated that the Constitution recognises the value of a man's contribution to the home as a parent also. Now, these 2 articles proposed to be deleted are protective of women, and especially mothers, and once removed will mean a mother can never assert her rights to have her role within the home protected in any way by the state, as it will have no obligation to protect her. Women as mothers are being deleted from society. Now they are being deleted from the Constitution. What does this tell you about the way our society is going and how this government is contributing to its downfall? You may very well ask, who benefits? And I can assure you it is not the Irish people, and specifically not Irish women or mothers, no matter how well it is dressed up in virtue signalling language. I would urge you to go out and vote no and no on March the 8th, to honour the women in your lives and the mothers who brought you into this world. Thank you for listening. Until next time, namaste.